It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So out now come the Jets. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that...
right on the heels of the pick six. Another ball intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. It's certainly not how they envisioned the start to this, where you give up the touchdown and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down. And
all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the interception, Love. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Hassan Reddick, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play.
Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fields. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Back to throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. On On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw is Fields. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Off play action, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Powers through. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the great move but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. And then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Jose Borregales for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Duvernay in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Love now to pass on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. To Barkley on the check down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 7-7, our score after 1. second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Here now, 3rd and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Down to the 25.
They work now on 2nd and 9. On the toss to Charbonnet.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Love.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
This a 2nd and 8.
Here's Love. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And New York set to take the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Fields.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Shifts by him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
On first down, it's Fields. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A shotgun snap. Fields able to hit his target, Lamb. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Fields now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Fields on first down. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Fields. That's complete to Laporta. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Now it's Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. Super wild card weekend. This is set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the New England Patriots doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. A first down carry for Barkley. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing. Love. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Love looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunter. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Love. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. This 2nd and 4. Love, they go play action now. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Fields.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Fields.
This is caught. It's Kirk.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. It's Fields.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Fields.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Love. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. Second down. Love. He completes it to Hunter. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. Love now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Love. He finds his man complete. That's Hunter. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Jets now down by 8, 1:39 to go. This is where your playoff mettle is tested on the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. All eyes on Fields. To Henry.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They snap it to Fields. That is caught.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
No timeouts remaining. Cannot take a sack here. 1st and 10.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Throw out wide is incomplete. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. Now Fields.
This is caught inside the 15. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.